Hi, Democrats. Today is Tuesday, December 12th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Tuesday, otherwise known as Happy Election Day. Today is an election day. If you live in a town, live in a community where where the precincts were open, I hope that you've already voted. But if you haven't, you have 2 hours and 43 minutes to get out there and vote. Today is election day. Now, if you live in Lawton or you know someone who lives in Lawton, it is imperative, it is super important that you tell them to get out and vote for Larry Bush. This allows us one more Democrat in the state Senate, and we desperately need that. One more Democrat in the state Senate, qualified, decent person, business owner, known in his community. Now is the time. Today is the day. Live in Lawton, go vote. Live in Lawton, tell other people. Don't live in Lawton, tell people you know who live in Lawton that they need to go show up. Now, in Edmond, you guys have a consequential election today, too. Today is the day that you narrow down the vote between the two Democrats that you have on your ballot, right? You have Paul Timmons and Reagan Roth that are on the ballot. Reagan Roth that are on the ballot today. This is where we narrow down the primary. Go vote. Go vote. There's a whole bunch of Republicans running, and they think that at the end of today, they know who's going to be the representative for House District 39. What we need to show them is that Democrats are not going to let it just happen. That Democrats are going to put up a fight, and we have a chance to flip this seat as well. Go vote. If you live in Oklahoma City, the arena is on the ballot. Whether you're going to take the deal that's being offered or not, that is on the ballot today. I am so glad because I can't get away from arena talk. But today, the arena is on the ballot. Go vote. Actually going to the precinct, coloring in the little square is more important than mugging for the cameras, more important than posting on Facebook your disgust, more important than all this other stuff. Go vote. Go vote. All righty. So that's, if I say nothing else, if you decide to stop watching me at this moment, I will have done my job. Go vote. That is very important. Those aren't the only things that are on ballots today, but those are the biggies, right? Those are the ones that everybody's talking about. There are other things. If you're not sure, as I said, you have 2 hours and 40 minutes to go vote. Go out to the Oklahoma State Election Board voter portal, put in your name and birthday, click on sample ballot, and it'll tell you if you have a ballot. Vote. Please vote. That's the big thing. That is the big decider. All righty. So other news. You know, today is Tuesday. Every Monday, I give you an update on how many mass shootings have happened in our nation for this calendar year. Yesterday, the number was well over 720. Today, I stumble across the statistic that, and the reason that I tell you that is so that we don't become numb. So we don't become desensitized, so that it doesn't fade into the background because it's happening so much. I need to make sure that people are still paying attention, that we still need common sense gun laws, right? We haven't passed them and we can move on. We still need common sense gun laws. And let me give you an example. Let me give you a specific reason. 70% of domestic violence related fatalities in Oklahoma in 2021, we don't have the numbers for 2022 just yet, but in 2021 were as a result of guns. 70% of domestic violence fatalities were the result of guns. That is a reason why we cannot stop talking about it. There's a reason why we can't just let it happen and think that it's no big deal. We need common sense gun laws for all manner of reasons: mass shootings, domestic violence, just random violence. There's a kid in an Oklahoma City hospital who was shot in the head. They have no idea what caused it. Some random person started shooting into a car that he was in. It's a young kid. It's an 8-year-old. Gun violence is real, and it's really out of control. It is past tense for us to have common sense gun laws. Good news. I have, since I've been an adult, been hoping and wishing that we would expand train service in Oklahoma. Right now, you can, from Oklahoma City, you can go down to Dallas on the train. I've done it a couple of times. It is enjoyable. It is peaceful, even when there's a crying baby, because you can block that baby out and just relax. Right now, there is money being spent to figure out, does it make sense for us to extend that from Oklahoma City up to central Kansas? And so what that would mean is that we'd have from central Kansas all the way down to Dallas. And in some of the places in between, you can catch, well, in Kansas and in Dallas, you can catch another train and go elsewhere. And so train travel from Oklahoma may be within our reach, but they're doing a study to see, would people use it? How expensive would it be to set up? Can we get connecting trips? I, for one, support it because train travel is so incredibly peaceful. So incredibly peaceful. Fun fact, that's how I moved to Oklahoma. All righty. Now to end with the best news of the last 24 hours, in my opinion. Best news of the last 24 hours, in my opinion. The Tulsa Public School Board voted last night to make Dr. Ebony Johnson the superintendent of Tulsa Public Schools. Prior to that, she had been the interim superintendent of Tulsa Public Schools. And she has been weathering an onslaught of attacks from the superintendent of public instruction. She was appointed, I believe it was September 12th. And he's already sent a couple of missives demanding that she try harder, accusing her of not being aggressive enough and of not making big enough strides and changes. As of today, it's been 90 days. There's only so much you can turn around in a huge school system in 90 days. This demonstrates how much of an unserious person he is. So congratulations, Dr. Ebony Johnson. Congratulations, Tulsa Public Schools, on a new beginning. So we have a new superintendent of Tulsa Public Schools. Now let's go with a clean slate. Now we don't have all of the baggage that the superintendent of public instruction laid on the past superintendent. We don't have any of that baggage. We can start anew. And I, for one, I don't have kids in Tulsa Public Schools, but I believe that education is what's going to change us. It's what's going to allow us to bring in more businesses. It's going to allow us to build for the future. So in that vein, congratulations, Tulsa Public Schools. I, for one, am happy that we are moving forward in spite of the superintendent of public instruction. All righty. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back here tomorrow at 4:15.